a scene of opposition outrage in Paraguay. Protesters attacked parliament in late March, breaking windows, ransacking offices and setting fires. Police responded with military-style force, firing water cannons and rubber bullets. The violence was sparked by President Horacio Cartes' move to lift term limits and run for re-election next year. Just days later, Cartes announced he would abandon his re-election ambitions, and the parliamentary measure on term limits was voted down. The political climate calmed after that, but as political parties prepare for the presidential election set for next April, politicians say much remains simmering under the surface. The senator from the opposition Authentic Radical Liberal Party blames Cartes' government for the tension.
I think there is tension because President Horacio Cartes has a practice of favoring confrontation rather than dialogue. He doesn't try to seek collaboration and understanding, but to push his own rules, as he tried to do recently with the re-election amendment.
But this member of the governing Colorado Party and close ally of President Cartes says the responsibility is with the opposition.
The
violent ones are the minority groups. You can see here in the Senate how they obstruct everything, trying to impose the will of the minority. This is not democratic.
Former leftist president and now Senator Fernando Lugo, ousted in a much-questioned impeachment process in 2012, says opposition forces may be able to take back the country's seat of power if they can reach consensus among themselves.
Yo soy un hombre de esperanza. Yo creo que el progresismo retorna en Paraguay.
I am a man of hope. I trust progressive forces will return to power in Paraguay. Because these forces have lost the power on the one hand but not the other. We may not have the administration of the state, but left-wing social and activist groups like students, peasants, and trade unions are out there fighting for what they believe.
However, this veteran politics reporter agrees with the near-unanimous view of analysts that the governing Colorado Party is most likely to win next year's elections.
Right now, the political environment seems very favorable for the governing Colorado Party, because if the opposition is not united, it's very unlikely they will have any success. And right now, the opposition is extremely divided and seems unable to agree on a viable candidate.
Paraguayan political parties are now preparing for the 2018 elections, negotiating, building alliances and choosing their candidates. But the damage inflicted to the Senate building remains here, in plain sight, as a reminder that the risk of a return to political violence cannot be totally ruled out. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, Asunción, Paraguay.